All right, Shalom. To start this video off, I'm going to give all honor, praise, and glory to the Most High Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. And I'm going to give honors to the elders that taught us this truth and they guided us in this. All right, so I'm going to start this off. This is a real quick response video to the prophecy fulfilled, as you see. This video right here, debunking small stuff within it. But I'm going to get straight to the point, straight to the meat of it, because I could go on for like this. You can really go on for hours. But all right, so I'm gonna start in Jeremiah, right? Because they quoted Jeremiah. I'm gonna use Isaiah and Jeremiah and a couple of prophecies throughout the New Testament. So I just want to start in Revelations 2, chapter 2, verse 9, right, to show you something. You know, because I find a lot of it quite strange. But hold up, one second. I'm having an error. All right, so if you look in Revelations 2 and 9, right? It says, I know thy works, not in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. The Most High knows the tribulation and the works and the poverty the Israelites, the so-called, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have to go through on a daily. But we rich in that spirit. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. The fact that the Ukraine and the Ashkenazi Jews, the Russian, the Polish Jews, the fact that they're acknowledged by their government and by countless other governments of all the European nations and even nations outside of that, the fact that they're recognized as Jews also connects to this verse. But to the Most High, He knows who the real Israelites are. He knows that it's blaspheme, right? He says these things. And, I'm going to jump right over to Isaiah 14, 1 to 3, right? This is one of the first scriptures I've learned in this truth, right? If these people are coming back to Israel, as it says that they're supposedly reunited out of exile, right? Why hasn't this prophecy been fulfilled? Why didn't they fulfill this, right? I'm gonna start from the top. Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Okay, so the house of Jacob, is it's basically Israel, our forefather. But where are these strangers just cleaving onto them, right? Who are they and where are they? So I'm gonna go to verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over them, over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear, from hard bondage, when thou was made to serve. Okay. So where in history has the so-called Polish Jew, Ashkenazi Jew, or any European have been in cattle slavery, a slavery so profound that it's just no other form of slavery equates to that, right? A slavery where they scatter all of us across the world, and no man is gonna be able to buy your freedom. Going back to like Deuteronomy, right? The whole chapter of Deuteronomy, they don't fit any of that description when you go into that, right? And getting into Isaiah 17 and 1, this one is another eye-raising verse right here. The burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be ruinous heap, right? And other translations, hold up, let me pull up another translation. I want to see what it says. All right, ESV. Let's see what I said. An oracle concerning Damascus, behold, Damascus will cease to be a city and will become a heap of ruins. See, other verses are saying basically it will be, look, the GW. This is divine revelation, a revelation, something being foretold in the future, right? That's what a revelation is. About Damascus. Damascus will no longer be a city and it will become a pile of rubble. Okay, interesting. Okay. So the Israelites returned back to Israel, these so-called Ukrainian European people that are known as Jews, but this prophecy has not been fulfilled. Let me show you something. Damascus is still there. Where is it located modernly? It's Syria. And they have a blooming population. A beautiful 2.7 million people in 2004. It's probably more. because the population increases due to time. It's still a city, it's still there. You can see it. Look, modern day Syria. Damascus is the center of a large. Look, see, you see it. It's still known, still there. And now, if we jump down to, I believe, hold up, let me see. Yeah, Isaiah 42 and verse 22. It says, "But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes," right? And they are hid in prison houses. They are hidden in prison houses. But that's not what I'm going to get into. I'm going to get into the verse after. I mean, the sentence right here. "They are for a prey and none delivereth, for a spoil and none saith restore." So this woman, this reporter, this Edomite, right, this she-devil, if you read, if you look at the video in the video, right, she says that the Jewish army is so powerful, it's peace. We could come out at night. It's dangerous in the Ukraine. We can't come out. Israel, yeah, it's safe, it's peace. They have armies, a military protecting their sole duties to protect the Jewish people. And the scripture, if you read through all out the scripture, it said none is the redeemer of Israel besides the Most High Yahweh. None is going to redeem. So how can these married men have the power to do these things, right? And the scripture clearly says none deliver it, for a spoil and none saith restore. How are they restoring? Because there's countless scriptures it can be gone to show you the Most High is that Redeemer, and none is going to restore. How are they restored and back in place, right? And another thing, where is the law being? Why is the law not written in their heart? These damn Edomite Jewish people, or whatever you want to call them, Ashkenaz, they don't even follow. Like they can't even follow simple. So look at this. Look, when we go to Numbers 15:38 to 41, right? And Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 12, right? It says, "Put tzitz on, like the fringes on the borders of your garment with a ribbon of blue." Where is there a ribbon of blue? They can't even follow simple instructions. So obviously the law is not written in their heart, and it's not written in anybody's heart, because they're not. If it's either that prophecy in the Bible is a lie, or they're right. It's something going on here. Where is their ribbon of blue? It's no, look, not even, and it just doesn't make sense. Let me pull out that scripture, Jeremiah 31, verse 33, to confirm what I'm saying. Right, countless scriptures. It says, "But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people." There's countless other precepts that connects to that, where we're gonna have the law written in our heart. You're not even gonna be able to. You're not even gonna have to read scripture no more. It's gonna be written in your heart already. But how can they not follow simple things? He's wearing, like, let's go back to that. Look at this madness. Nowhere in the blue, just it's not even, it's no spice, no sauce, just all white and it's just dangling. Israel, we at least not ours. Like, look at this is just madness. Now I'm gonna go to my last two precepts. I said I was gonna make this short to get straight to the point. This is Luke 21 and verse 24. "And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away in captivity into all nations." Right? In all nations, that's the key phrase, all nations. "And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled." So Jerusalem is going to be trodden down, and we are going to be led away in captivity into all nations, right? Which they obviously don't fit that description at all. But now I'm going to go into Jeremiah chapter 50 and 33 to close it out, because I said this was going to be short. Keep it short and simple to the point, because brothers could go into this for hours. But this is Jeremiah 33, going down to 34. "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together." Israel and Judah were oppressed together, right? "And all took them captives, hold them fast, they refuse to let them go. Their Redeemer is strong, the Lord of hosts is his name, and he shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and dequit the inhabitants of Babylon." So the context of this is that Judah and Israel gonna be oppressed together in Babylon. And throughout Scripture, America is known as spiritual Egypt in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Babylon, the great whore. So I'm just not in this prophecy. They're not matching up with prophecy. But with that, as I said, I'm gonna keep this short. I'm gonna end this and say shalom.